My guy, Muhammad. It's good to see you, brother. So tell the people who you are. What do you do, brother?
Muhammad Zakut, the fulfillment goat.
Goat, the fucking goat.
The fucking goat.
Yeah, bro.
Turn
the cameras
fuck
are
up.
rolling.
Turn the fuck up. What I do. What do I not do?
Yeah, I agree, bro.
That's the real question. No, but we mainly specialize in the fulfillment, making sure that every single one of your clients, no matter how big you scale,
Yeah.
gets the same exact treatment.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of info products fuck up.
Yeah.
Is when you have 50 students, 100 students, it's really easy for you to give every single one of them a really good experience.
Yeah.
But when you have 200 students coming in a month,
Jeez. And that's a big thing. We're gonna get right into it, bro.
Right.
So there's so many people that are going crazy online. They're scaling hella. They're making 500 to 600, sometimes even millions per month, but they get a lot of chargebacks. Why is that?
I think it comes down to three things. The three pillars of client success is what I call it. Number one is expectations. And it makes sense that you have to sell something a little better than what it is on the marketing or sales.
Yeah.
But it's extremely important that you set the proper expectations as soon as people join the program.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's like the boring but simplest and highest leverage thing that you can do.
Yeah.
The second thing is accountability. Every single one of your clients needs to be handheld. Unless you're in a B2B business, then it might be a little bit different, right? But if you have a B2C offer, people need you to hold their hands because they're used to having a teacher hold their hand. They're used to having a boss hold their hand. They're used to having structure and clear kind of having a clear authority figure over them, telling them to do everything that they need to do.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to engineer accountability, and usually that's just a CSM. So you have a CSM and they basically hold your client's hand. But what we do is we just build an AI agent. And the AI agent knows exactly what every client does. It knows exactly what every client doesn't do.
Yeah.
And based on those, it will actually notify your clients on the things that they need to get done. Like, hey, good job on getting that done. Now it's time to get this done.
Yeah.
Or hey, it's been a week, you still haven't done this. Hey, it's been whatever, you still haven't done this.
That's
right?
needed.
Yeah, it's important because people need that hand holding. And let's say one of your CSMs can handle 50 clients, right? That's like good. Like if you have a CSM that can handle 50 clients, that's amazing, right? Most CSMs can't handle that many. Depends on how much hands-on support you give. But let's say one CSM can handle 50 clients. So that means that if you get in 200 students a month, that means you need to hire 4 new CSMs every single month, considering that they're going to be on at least a 3-month, 6-month contract, right? So it becomes very, very difficult for you to scale. The third thing is clarity. So when people don't know what to do or they get overwhelmed with how many things they need to get done, then they just get confused, lost, and then they'll basically just be like, hey, this is too much work for me, or I'm too busy with my job, or I thought this wouldn't be less work, all that kind of stuff. But when you break everything down to them in very granular steps of like, hey, you need to get this done, then only focus on that, then get this, and don't even give them the choice to actually get other things done. Like lock everything other than the thing they need to get done. And then once they get it done, automatically unlock the next one.
What is that step-by-step process called? Like streamlining? I know that's the word. You'd love to-
Streamlining. Streamlining is more of, streamlining is the act of making sure everything is organized and aligned in a way that is scalable in a sense. That's my definition of it, at least. So
I know that's your favorite word. You always say it.
No, because in the business world or in the info space, there's a lot of low leverage tasks. So you can have one call with one person and it can lead to them being onboarded, right? You can send one text message to one client and hold them accountable, right? You can do one specific thing for one specific client and make sure that specific client is happy. And that's just a low leverage, like linear task for you to get done. But what's a scalable but harder step to get done is for you to get one thing done that will automatically affect multiple different things. So what I mean by that, instead of building a Telegram channel, for example, for every single client that comes in, you can spend a little bit more time, set up an automation that creates a Telegram channel, and set up a workflow for the info to come in. And that is a harder task, but it's one task that you got done once, and now you never have to create a Telegram channel again.
And that's something that you're able to do for
Exactly.
people.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's what we do with the CSM, with the accountability system, the Guardian Angel system. So instead of you having to hold every single one of your clients accountable manually, that's one linear task for one linear outcome. You can do one scalable task that basically streamlines the process to the point where once I build this AI agent that holds every single one of my clients accountable, I never have to hold people accountable again.
Wow.
So it's like one task, same thing, one task. This task, the scalable one might be a little bit more difficult,
Okay.
right? But it's one task that I need to get done once, and then I never have to worry about it ever again.
Yeah, I think that's the hard thing for people too, because everyone wants things easy and quick when they don't realize that if they're able to complete that one task, like you just said, they're going to be able to have everything just flow seamlessly
Yeah.
for the future.
Yeah.
And you know, even when you helped me with my Discipline Over Desire program,
Yeah.
I know I was like rushing too, you know,
Yeah.
which caused a little bit of hiccups because I was like, yo, let's just drop.
Yeah.
We can, you know, do everything on the back end.
Yeah.
So how do you communicate to people that are trying to rush and just drop something immediately without actually having the back end systems done and those CRMs streamlined?
I think it's different case by case. I think if you're just starting out with very little reputation, with very little following, with very little, like you're just starting out in the industry, I'd say just start and fail.
Shit.
I'd say just start and fail.
Okay.
And then learn from it, right? But if you're gonna be someone with a lot of big presence, if you're someone with a decent following, if you're someone with a reputation to upkeep, then you need to make sure that things are done properly, because one messy client or one angry client
ruin you.
it can ruin you.
Yeah.
Right? And we've seen it happen. Like I worked with a business a couple of years ago, and there was one automation that was broken.
What industry was that?
It was drop shipping, like e-com.
Ecom.
And there was
Can you
was,
name the person?
no.
Nah. Get him in trouble, man.
No, it's like it's not just their fault. It's everybody's fault.
Yeah.
Because it's their fault for not communicating that they're building a new funnel.
Okay.
But it's just a communication issue. Most issues that come up are just communication issues, because not every single person on the team is aligned. If every single person was aligned on every decision that needs to be made, then each person can execute within their specific department.
That's real.
And that can avoid potential risk,
So
whatever that risk
what's
is.
something that can help people communicate better that maybe you might offer?
Thing
Since
that can help-
communication is key.
Communication is key. So the AI agents that we build, based on progress or lack of progress, it will hold the clients accountable.
Did you say progress?
Progress, yes.
Is that progress?
progress?
Okay. That's the Canadian in here, brother.
Yeah, based on progress or lack of progress.
Hey, hold on. Do I need to learn a new fucking term, bro?
No, bro.
Progress?
You don't know what progress
Professional aggression.
is? You know what progress is?
No, progress. Yeah.
Progress.
You know.
you know.
Tomato.
Progressing, tomato,
Yeah.
tomato. What do you say, tomato?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said tomato. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, so based on progress or lack of progress,
Yeah.
it will hold your client accountable.
Okay.
But what it'll also do is it'll hold your team accountable, right? So let's say that somebody comes in, like this is a prime example. Somebody comes into the program, they don't sign an agreement. 2 weeks later, they ask for a refund. They charge back, and then you don't have an agreement to send to the payment processor, right? That is probably a lack of communication. But what we do is that we send the contract automatically.
Yeah.
We get AI agents to text the client to remind them to sign the contract.
Okay.
If they don't sign the contract, then we will notify that team.
Okay.
And that will prevent any lack of communication, right? So it's like when you can automate little things like that, where it's like, hey, we're gonna avoid needing to communicate because the AI agent is going to remind them to sign the contract right away,
Yeah.
then we will prevent it from happening, from us having to worry about it. But if they don't sign it, we will make sure that the team knows until that person signs it.
Wow.
And then that will prevent possible miscommunication
Yeah.
between the client, the employee, the business owner, whatever it is.
Damn, it just makes sense to use AI.
Yeah.
And to be able to work with someone like you that has been able to master it and then use it to help businesses have better communication, get better results, have more revenue that they can make. I was just telling you earlier, like, I was talking to this guy and he was like, bro, I took some photos of him and I was telling him how I could send him the photos. He was like, bro, is this ChatGPT? He was a Negro too, sorry, but you know what I'm saying. This brother was tripping. He was like, oh, you're using ChatGPT? And I literally was like, bro, of course I'm using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Who would not use AI or who would not use ChatGPT to be able to help them out and be able to just get things done faster with, more accurate and precise results?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like a calculator. If a math teacher lets you use a calculator during a test, but you're someone that's being hard-headed, like, no, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Bitch,
Like,
what the
are
fuck?
you doing? You're retarded.
Yeah.
You need to be able to use these tools. Use that calculator so you can quickly get the right answer to the problem that's at hand and literally get a perfect solution.
Perfect
Easy.
solution every
Easy.
time. It makes perfect sense, and the calculator example is like absolutely correct. And when people talk about AI taking over and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's funny that you say calculator because they compare it to the calculator too.
Oh, wow.
Because the thing is when calculators came out, a lot of people were like, oh snap, like the whole math thing is gonna be gone because we just can calculate everything on the calculator really quickly.
Yeah, it's over.
But what happened? Math got more advanced.
Whew.
People were able to get a lot more done, and the standard of, knowledge
Yeah.
within algebra, within all these different
Basic
things.
algorithms.
Yes, algorithms. it all went up because things became easier. That's the exact same thing that's happening with AI.
Yeah.
Because the standard is getting higher and higher, you have to do so much more as a business owner in order to stand out in front of people. Or in order to actually stay in the game.
So
Because
the people that aren't using AI are literally becoming obsolete.
I mean, in 5 to 10 years, 100%.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your industry. Obviously, like a restaurant in a really poppin' area might not need AI. I mean, like they will
How could
because
someone like them use AI?
multiple different ways. So I have a couple friends. They're actually building loyalty apps for restaurants.
Oh, genius.
Yeah, loyalty apps for restaurants, because a lot of like restaurants nowadays, a big number of their revenue comes from Skip the Dishes, DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever it is, right?
Okay.
The issue is Uber Eats takes 30%, right?
Yeah.
And as a restaurant owner, your margins are already super low.
Yeah.
And people just find it for the convenience. But when you create an app that when somebody buys from you once, they get in the app, they have loyalty points, and they can order delivery straight from there. You built a reoccurring client out of coming to you, right?
That's crazy.
And you can have AI basically send them text messages for reminders, promos, all that kind of stuff.
Like, yo, come get a free plate real quick.
yeah. Literally,
Bring
like,
5 people, get a free plate.
yeah, Friday, free wings or whatever. You know, you could just like send those notifications using automations more than AI.
That's
the other
actually
thing-
genius.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's good. They just started, but they're doing well.
Oh, we need to target some people here in Miami. So.
Yeah. The other way restaurants can use AI is with the receptionist. So like in a restaurant, especially during busy hours, it gets like really hectic.
Yeah.
You know, like the host is like running around left and right, dishes grabbing here, grabbing there, all that kind of stuff. You can just hire a receptionist that will pick up the phone. Hey, we need a party for 4. Sounds good. And then it just books it
Is
automatically.
AI that good?
Yeah, AI has gotten there now.
Really?
The only issue is a lot of the POS systems that you can integrate the voice receptionist with are not advanced enough to be able to handle that.
What's a POS system?
POS system is a point of service system, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
I think that's what it stands for. But basically, it's like the little iPad that restaurants have to
Yeah.
put in your order.
Yeah.
Right? So like when someone books a call, table for 4, the employee goes on the iPad and is like, hey, table for 4, 7 p.m.
Wow.
Right?
So the AI.
So the AI had like, there's certain ones, like I know Toast, it's really annoying. You need to get the API keys, you need to do that, you need to do that. But other ones are much more flexible and much easier to get done.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know any restaurants that are currently using that already, or?
So I mean, I have somebody that has tried it and I was trying to help them with it, but it was very costly. But I've seen, like, not personally, I don't know,
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
restaurants personally, but I think
Restaurant owners lock in.
lock the fuck.
We need to go to Shaw's first and.
That's what we tried it with.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
we tried.
they need better service anyway. So yeah,
No,
that's all
Shaw's
good.
is
Those
the
are
goat.
my folks though.
Jaws are the goats,
Hey,
man.
I just ate there yesterday, so like, y'all are my that's my shit.
Shaw's.
But lock in.
No, Shaw's Grill is the goat. They wanted it. Like, I mean, any restaurant would want it. It's just the POS system that they use is just difficult to get it done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, bro, that's
Yeah.
interesting. So what's next for you? What do you
What's next
see
for me?
yourself doing? You just got here to Miami. What are some of the things you're trying to do out here?
I want to clean up the info space.
What's wrong with it? It's dirty.
Yeah, it's very fucking
Dirty? Oh shit!
The info
Shit
space,
everywhere.
the info space is extremely dirty.
And what's the info space like? Just people that are entrepreneurs.
People that package information and sell it.
Okay.
Right? Whether it's mentorship, whether it's a course, whether it's whatever it is. I want to clean up the info space
Yeah.
because 5 years ago I was a kid, just like all the kids buying courses right now, and I bought an e-com course, I bought a dropshipping course, I bought an SMMA course, right? And I was just a stupid kid that had bad habits, that couldn't focus, that didn't get shit done, that had different priorities than what his real priority should be. And every time I joined a program or a course, it wasn't their fault that I was lazy, but it still falls on them that I didn't get progress, because I can join another program and they can give me excellent service and I can actually succeed.
Okay.
Right? So I understand the pain of somebody joining the program
And
and
not
not
getting
getting what you want out of it,
Yeah.
because they just throw, like most info products nowadays, just throw 50 course modules and then expects you to just figure it out and go through it. When in reality, most people were basically wired to have someone on them at all times.
Yeah.
A teacher, assignments,
Yeah.
quizzes, grades,
Yeah.
a boss, projects that they need to get done.
Yeah.
When you give them complete authority to do whatever they want, they will naturally go to what their normal behavior is,
Yeah.
which is
To not do it.
lazy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not do it, right? So when you basically give them everything that they need in order to succeed, you will make sure that they will either find the success that they're looking for,
Yeah.
or they'll realize that they're the problem.
Yeah.
But if you give someone just a wide open, insane amount of courses and
Yeah.
resources and BS, everything scattered, and watch this, then watch this, and watch that, then they'll just go overwhelmed.
Yeah,
And
it
they
makes
won't get
sense.
things done.
And actually, now that you say that, it brought a theory to my head. Like, even back when you went to school, you had a teacher, and that teacher took attendance, and the attendance was almost integrated into your actual grade. And then you had homework that you had to do.
Yeah.
And you had tests, and then you had finals.
Yeah.
In order to progress to the next level.
Yeah. So
And
someone who's used to all of that
Yeah.
comes in, and then there's like zero accountability, and there's 70 course videos.
They're set up for failure.
When you go to college, they give you the textbook right away, right?
Yeah.
You could view the whole textbook,
Yeah.
right? But every week you talk about one specific lesson in the textbook,
Yeah.
or one specific chapter,
Yeah.
and you go through it bit by bit, right? Most info products are structured in a way where here is everything and figure it out. How are they going to figure it out? There's too much going on, too much scattering.
Yeah.
But when you lock everything, like show them the curriculum. Here's everything that we're going to go through.
Yeah.
But we need to start with step 1. Once we get step 1 done, we get to step 2, then we get to step 3. And don't try to like hide it or be like, hey, you won't get access to this. Show them like, this is where you're gonna get to. You just need to get this done so we can get there.
Wow.
Right?
It almost makes me think that like the real old school like teachers and professors will be the best course creators and info people in this space. And
100%.
right
I mean, they are info products.
Yeah.
Because they have information packaged together,
Yeah.
and they sell it. The only issue with schools and teachers is that most of the time the information that they package is irrelevant towards actually creating an impact. You're getting random knowledge, which is good, right? And you can put it together, but theory and application are two different things. And you can have the theory aspect of learning what you need to do, but if there's no application aspect, then you're just gonna do nothing with that information.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have clear action steps that every single person can take, that's when you can actually execute on the theory
And
aspect.
that theory and application results into, I guess, making money.
Exactly. Like,
Or
I mean,
income.
it depends on what you do, right?
Yeah,
Because there is info products, like I was just at an event and there was an info product making like 600 or 700K a month. And she simply taught people in grade school, like people from grade 1 to grade 7 or something, how to read. She was making 600, 700K a month.
How to fucking read, bro?
Yeah,
on, man.
dyslexic kids.
Oh, okay, that's a
Yeah,
big thing, but
yeah,
still.
Yeah, dyslexic kids. And she turned dyslexic kids from bottom 20% of readers to top 20% of readers in their class.
Dang.
Right? And like that's
It has
like,
to be a difficult process, though.
I'm sure it is a difficult process. And I'm sure she has like a lot of properly structured ways to get it done. But I'm just saying that to go to your point, like info products don't necessarily mean that you have to make money.
Yeah.
Info products are simply a way for you to transform from point A to point Z. That point A to point Z could be that you make money.
Yeah.
It could be that you learn a new language. It could be that you learn how to read. It could be that you shoot some videos. Maybe you shoot videos for fun. Maybe you shoot videos for money, right? The whole point is that you're starting off at base and getting to a specific level.
Wow.
And that's what info products are. So it doesn't have to be making money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn, it makes me just think like,
Yeah.
it's very simple, but it goes back to what you said before, which is we all have to do the hard work early, just like in using AI to be able to streamline everything, so then things are just automatic.
Yeah, things become automatic. The thing is that I know that AI kills the human aspect of things.
Does
but
it?
It can. It
Okay.
can. Like our AI agents, when they text
Because
people.
I know that calculator.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Our AI agents, like I can show you like testimonials. They sound exactly like our creators.
Really?
Exactly like it. But it kills the human aspect in the sense of we don't need to hire employees anymore.
Oh, that's great.
Right? That is great. But in reality, when you look at like society and what's gonna happen, that's not gonna be so good in 20 years.
Like you said, though, we'll all adapt.
You'll all adapt, but like if I'm a business owner and I can produce 10 times more work with 10 times less employees,
Yeah.
then why would I hire employees? And then how are those people going to make their money?
Go back to essential workers, being essential workers.
Yeah, but we're not going to need those anymore either.
We'll always need something for something.
Yeah, I get that, but that's the other argument is that like people are saying, oh, like AI is going to scale and like nobody's going to have jobs. But if nobody has jobs, who's going to pay for the businesses?
Yeah.
Like if I have a grocery store, I don't need any employees for it.
Yeah.
And every doctor doesn't really need employees. Every business owner doesn't really need employees. Then who's gonna buy your services? Who's gonna buy your food? Who's gonna buy your water? They're not gonna
That
have
shit
money
should
to
be
do
free
it.
then.
Yeah,
I'm just talking.
Because then you have a business that just runs for free. You have a non-profit organization. We're in 20 years, it's all gonna be non-profit organization.
You think so?
Honestly, I have no clue. Because
That could almost be the solution to world peace, if you think about it.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool if everybody gets an equal amount of things. But you just know
You just know how humans are.
humans are, yeah. The nature of humans, the reality of humans is that it's never gonna be like that.
Someone's gonna create
Ego,
some robot that's gonna try to fuck something up.
Ego is the biggest enemy to humans. Ego will do crazy shit to some people, and sometimes it's good.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have a big ego to be able to get somewhere far, but you also have to be careful of how you're utilizing that ego. Are you bringing people up with you, or are you bringing people down?
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, money doesn't matter. What matters is, what are you doing in your life to A, feed a purpose to God,
Yeah.
and B, feed a purpose to your family and your loved ones.
Yeah.
Right? If you're able to do that without money, then you've lived a good life.
Yeah.
Right? But people with big egos like a challenge and like to do something that nobody else can do. Right? When you make $1 million a year, you're like top 0.01% of humans ever. And sometimes for some people, they just want that more than what they can do with the money.
Yeah.
Right? And I think if you're lifting people up with you, then it's a great thing to have.
Yeah.
But when you use other people and put them down, and you view someone as a pawn in your chess game rather than partners and people that you want to grow up with, then it becomes a different story.
That's interesting. I like how you said chess game too. So real quick, give us an example of someone that has benefited from your AI system. I think you mentioned somebody already beforehand, but someone that had an info product that was scaling crazy, but they were receiving threats and getting chargebacks because they weren't being able to deliver or build that trust. And the client receiving what they thought was valuable from that product.
No, I mean, we had a client who was doing really fucking well, like 200 members a month, every single month.
Wow.
Ticket 5 to 10K.
Okay.
And he had a few customer success managers, he had a creative team, he had all that kind of stuff that were handling people. The only problem is that he wasn't able to give every single person the same level of attention and accountability as he used to before. And he kept trying to hire CSMs, but he just couldn't find good CSMs, or anytime the CSMs get really good at what they do, they just quit, and chargebacks started piling up because the small team that he had couldn't handle how good his marketing is.
What offer was it?
You're tripping. But yeah, so his marketing was so fucking good that his operations couldn't keep up. Right? And that's a good problem to have until you have chargebacks above 20%, and then you can't handle them. Fan bases starts calling.
Shut down by payment processors.
Yeah, fan bases calls and is like, hey,
shout out
what's
to
going
fan
on?
bases too, by the way.
Shout out to fan bases. Fan bases calls and he's like, hey bro, what's going on? Like, our deals with the payment processors, blah blah blah, with the banks, like, we need to shut this down, and then like everything goes to hell. But what we did is we installed an app. The app shows you exactly what you need to do at what stage, and everything's dripped in phases. That way you don't get overwhelmed, you don't get confused, you don't feel lost on what you need to do. We installed an AI agent that sees every single thing that you get done in there and every single thing that you don't get done, and sends you exact reminders. That way you make sure you get it done on a consistent basis. Now when you do these two things, you make sure everyone has complete crystal clear clarity on what they need to get done, and B, they have somebody on their ass holding their hand throughout the whole journey, right? And that alone brought the chargebacks down by 94%.
Damn.
94%.
What?
Yeah, $64,000. It was like 64,371 or something, saved in 1 month.
God, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's simple. We have another client, virtual nurse practice. She came to me before she really started ramping up her offer. She had a few deals here and there, but she never, like, she was she was making a lot of bread off of just being a virtual nurse practice, right? But she wanted the info space not to take up a lot of her time, right? She wanted to do marketing, the webinars, whatever. She didn't want to handle fulfillment too much. And we built her systems, and she's generated over $600,000 in revenue, I think now.
How long has it
500
been?
is like been like 4 or 5 months, starting from scratch. Yeah, plugged in with a marketing
Whoa.
team. She generated like
That's
500,
100K months.
150. Yeah, she did like 150K months.
Bro.
Yeah, so she didn't want to waste any time on operations, so we built her complete infrastructure, and she's generated over $550,000, and she only has one employee.
That's crazy.
One employee that she pays 1.7K a month, I think, handled 550K in revenue.
Is that a CSM?
It's like, yeah, an account
Okay.
manager, CSM.
Okay.
That girl kind of plays every role because she doesn't need to be a full-time
Yeah,
CSM.
because they're utilizing the AI that you guys provide.
Exactly,
And
right?
the CSM talks to you guys and is able to.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
so we
understand
meet
the AI.
weekly with the CSM. We make sure that they understand what the bottlenecks are. They tell us what issues they're having, and we solve them on a consistent basis. We look at the data. We see why people are getting stuck in certain places, what people are liking, what people are not liking, and we can make a data-driven decision to alter things in the app or alter things in the program or the product, right? Most people make product changes without knowing exactly what's wrong with the product. They do the changes based on vibes and what they think is going to
Yeah.
be good and that kind of stuff. But when you can pull
Kind of
data,
my stuff.
exactly. no, your stuff.
Oh, like that's my issue too.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody's issue.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's much more difficult for you to like track everything first of all,
Yeah.
and then have everything consolidated in a very easy way, and then analyze it on a deeper level. That's like too difficult to do when I can just be like, oh, people aren't successful, I feel like it's this. It's much easier to say I feel like it's this
Yeah.
than to be able to say that the data shows this.
Yeah.
Because in order for you to say the data shows this, you have multiple steps to do before.
And multiple times of action trials.
Exactly. Yeah, you have
Multiple
to.
steps,
you have to-
trials.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had an Amazon offer, and he realized that most people were getting stuck on the product research section. And we were able to understand that after we started pulling data on everything.
Okay.
Right? We would track all their progress within the program. We saw that like 70% of people were getting stuck at the product research for longer than 3 weeks. So we made a simple data-driven decision to put more into the product research section and give them more accountability on that section, give them more resources, add a weekly call specifically only on product research, announce it to everyone, send everyone text messages telling them, hey, we're gonna find a product live today on the call. We're gonna make sure every single one of you guys finds a product today on this call, right? Once that was done, then we noticed that people were moving along the process and completion rate spiked by like 60, 70%.
Damn.
Because that was the bottleneck in the office.
Analytics.
Yeah, data is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, let's save some of this information. Where can people find you at?
Mohammed Zakut _.
This
Might
is-
be
this is
changing
yours right here,
Might
so-
be changing the fulfillment guy to the fulfillment guy.
The
soon.
fulfillment guy.
Fulfillment guy on IG. But yeah, I think most people who are smart will realize that their reputation matters,
Yeah.
and they'll realize that there's a smarter way to do what they're currently doing. Because having everything be a mess, having CSMs trace around people, having your data everywhere, not consolidating your data, manually doing things is the game in 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Why are we still doing it in 2025, right? And the more proactive you are about building systems and infrastructures, the easier it will be for you to scale, because that's one big piece of the puzzle, one big piece of the game that you just won't have to worry about. And you can pour more into marketing and sales, because marketing and sales are getting extremely competitive. If you notice, like, there's 100 trading mentors, there's 100 Amazon mentors, there's 100 fitness mentors.
Yeah.
You have to compete on a marketing and sales level with every single one of those people.
Yeah.
But if you have your fulfillment set up to the point where you don't really gotta worry about it, it runs on its own. Every single client is happy. Every single client gets what they need.
Yeah.
Every single client knows what they want to do. Then you don't have to worry about one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle. And you can pour more money, more time, more energy into the two pieces that are extremely competitive, the marketing and the sales aspect.
Yeah.
So,
Genius.
fulfillment guy,
Fulfillment guy.
Yeah.
We can see this YouTube. Y'all subscribe to Muhammad, follow, like, and it's that season.
It's that fucking season.
Specifically for a reason.
Yeah.
Let's see how long this was.
But we gotta cut some shit
35
up.
minutes.